Hey, what's going on, guys? homme here, and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you guys are coming across my channel, what I do is I make fragrance related videos such as unboxings, first impressions, reviews, weekly fragrance rotations, and things like that. And if you love fragrances as much as I love fragrances, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. But in today's video, we're actually bringing you another weekly fragrance rotation. So yeah, if you guys want to know what I've been wearing throughout the week, definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, so starting the week off on Sunday as we always do. Actually on Sunday I kind of just relaxed at home all day. And I believe it's like in the 50s, I think like low 50s if I'm not mistaken. And I actually wanted to pull out a fragrance that was pretty fresh and performs pretty well. So I actually pulled out Azzaro Wanted, just the original one, not the by night. And guys, this is just an amazing, fresh, citrusy fragrance. And this thing performs so good off of my skin, guys. I actually only went with one spray on the back of my neck because I was actually trying something out, because I know when you put like a lot of sprays on the front of your neck and stuff, you're always breathing it in and you go nose blind to it really quickly. So I just decided I wanted to put one spray on the back of my neck, and I was actually getting whiffs of this thing all day long, guys. This is a beast when it comes to performance. I actually do want to add the by night to the collection as well. I know that gets a lot of hype in the community. A lot of people like that one as well, but I just pulled this out, something a little bit fresh and citrusy. Did not get any compliments off of Azzaro Wanted since I was just at home all day. But yeah, that's what I wore on Sunday, is Wanted by Azzaro. Let's go on over to Monday now. Alright guys, so on Monday I also stayed home all day. I believe it was a little bit chillier than on Sunday. So I actually went with a fragrance that's really important to me. And I like to wear it when I just want to wear something that's actually like nicer and a little bit high class. And I actually pulled out a fragrance that is Tom Ford's Tuscan leather, guys. This is one of the most important fragrances in my collection. You guys will know I talked about it a lot in my weekly fragrance rotations when I pulled this out. It was actually my first niche-like fragrance and my first private blend from Tom Ford. And I absolutely love this fragrance, guys. It has a nice raspberry note in it with the leather blended together. It's just phenomenal. I always just pick this thing up just to smell it out of the cap, guys. It just brightens my day and puts me in a better mood. But yeah, that's what I pulled out. I went with, I think, yeah, just 2 sprays, so I wasn't heavy on the trigger because this stuff is pretty potent and this thing performs very, very well. I did get a comment from my girlfriend though when I was with her. She loves this, guys. This is probably her favorite fragrance on me, without a doubt, is Tuscan leather. Every time I wear this, she always wants me to pull this out, guys. So the girls do like this, surprisingly, because I know a lot of girls don't usually go for leather scents. But I think with that raspberry note, it just makes it pop so much more than other like leather fragrances, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what I wore on Monday, is Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. Let's see what I wore on Tuesday now. Alright guys, so on Tuesday, I was actually at work all day. And the fragrance I actually put out is one of my favorites in my collection, and I recently just acquired it. And that fragrance is Creed's Aventus, guys. You just cannot go wrong with this. It's just so good. That fruity pineapple, the birchy smokiness that comes with it, the ambergris, the black currant. This stuff right here is just so well blended together, and it's just so high class in my opinion. So anytime I just want to wear something that just puts me in a good mood, guys, you cannot go wrong with Creed's Aventus. Now I actually got a good story with this. So I was actually at work. I did get a compliment with Creed's Aventus. I did go with 4 sprays. So a little bit more than usual, but I actually got a good comment from one of my coworkers at work. She was actually walking by, and she actually had a mask on, and she stopped me in my tracks. She's like, "Wait, what are you wearing? That smells absolutely amazing." I was like, "Oh, I'm wearing a Creed Aventus," and she's like, "Wow, that is so good. Where can I get that at?" And I told her where you can buy it at and stuff like that. And then even later in the day, guys, she actually came back to me with a pen and a piece of paper and had me write down the name because she said she wouldn't remember it and where to buy it. And I also told her about my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this, shout out to you. You have a good nose for liking Creed Aventus. This is a phenomenal fragrance. But yeah, that's actually a pretty good story that I did get a compliment with Creed Aventus. I even asked her too. I was like, "Wait, you're wearing that mask and you can still smell it? Is it strong?" She's like, "Yeah, that stuff smells amazing." So I guess, guys, this thing does perform like a beast. Even this 2019 badge, you cannot go wrong with Creed's Aventus, guys. So that's what I pulled out on Tuesday for work, is Aventus. Let's go on over to Wednesday now. All right, guys. So on Wednesday, I was actually just chilling at home all day, pretty much. And I actually put out a fragrance that I don't have a full-size bottle of, but I did just recently get this sample, so I kind of wanted to test it out and see how it is. And that fragrance is Moschino's Toy Boy. Now, this fragrance here, guys, pretty much blew me away. I know the name is kind of weird for a fragrance, and the bottle is like a teddy bear. I mean, the bottle is kind of cool. It's unique. So I might actually add that to the collection. But as far as the fragrance goes, guys, this is a very floral, rosy kind of fragrance for men. But it's not that feminine, because I know rose can kind of come across kind of masculine in my opinion. I don't think rose as a flower is that feminine of a smell. But what blew me away about this fragrance, guys, is the performance. Wow, I was shocked. This is probably one of the strongest fragrances that I've recently tested. This stuff just projected off my skin so well. I just got big whiffs of it all day off of my neck. It was just unbelievable. And it is very unique. I don't have really any kind of floral. I do have some kind of rosy, I guess, like Versace the Dreamer and stuff, but nothing really like this, guys. This is very, very different, but it is definitely not for everyone. So if you're thinking about getting Toy Boy, definitely either test it out, go to the store, or get a sample of it, guys. But I believe this was released, I think, in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, so it is fairly new. But yeah, I was actually very shocked with this, and I might be getting a bottle here soon of this when I just want to wear something a little bit more floral and kind of different than the crowd pleasers that are out today. But that's what I pulled out on Wednesday, is Moschino's Toy Boy. Let's go on over to Thursday now. All right, guys, so on Thursday, I actually just was at home all day, did not work, because I did have an appointment at Land Rover to get my vehicle in. So I did just do that and pretty much nothing else that day. But the fragrance I decided to wear, you guys will know what this is, because I did just do a recent unboxing and first impression of. And that fragrance is Mancera Cedrat Boise. Guys, let me tell you right now, every time I smell this, it's the most beautiful, fruity, juicy kind of fruits. I'm not even kidding you guys. I don't get really the similarities to Creed's Aventus. Maybe a little bit on the opening when it comes to the fruit, like in the pineapple and Aventus. I'm not sure if pineapple is actually in this. It just says like fruity notes, so I'm assuming there's a bunch of different kind of fruits in it. But every time, guys, when you smell this out of the bottle, I'll say it right now, smelling this out of the bottle is the best fragrance just for this, guys. It smells so good, so delicious. It's just amazing. And the performance on this is shockingly really, really good. So yeah, at least on my skin, I think this is pretty well known for being a beast of a fragrance, I believe. Let me know if you guys tested this before, but on my skin, it is very, very good. So on that day, I went with 4 sprays of Cedrat Boise. I wasn't really around that many people, but I did go out a little bit, but did not get any compliments, unfortunately. So obviously it's not no big deal, but that's what I wore on Thursday, is Cedrat Boise by Mancera. Definitely check this out if you have not already. All right, guys, so on Friday, I was also at home. Pretty much been at home a lot in the past couple weeks, obviously because of the quarantine and stuff like that. But on Friday, I actually wore a fragrance that is very new to me as well. You guys will be getting a unboxing and first impression here very, very soon of this fragrance. But that fragrance is none other than Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man. Now, I know this is very, very popular in the community. This is actually my first time actually having this in my collection. And just to tell you guys right off the bat, smelling this out of the cap, guys, it just smells very chemically and does not smell good at all. But don't let that persuade you at all. When you put this stuff on your skin, the opening is not as bad as I expected from a lot of people saying it kind of smells like Pledge, the lemon kind of cleaner. It does have a lot of lemon on the top end. This is the made in France version, not the made in UAE. And I believe that the made in France version has a smoother opening, which I guess it's true because this is not throwing me off at all. But where this fragrance shines, guys, is in the dry down. I'll tell you a little story. When I was wearing this, I did not smell it at all day. I was like, is this thing even performing or what? But what actually happened is I went nose blind to it, and I was actually testing out the next fragrance. I'll show you guys on the list. I kind of just sprayed it on my wrist. And when I put that other fragrance on my wrist, it kind of reset my nose palette, and I started smelling this, guys, and it blew me away. Like, honestly, for the price you can get this at, this is a must-have in your collection. It does smell very similar to Creed's Aventus. Not to a T. This is not as smooth as Aventus or as natural smelling as Aventus. This is pretty synthetic, but when stuff goes in the air off of my skin, it just, oh man, it's so good. I'll tell you guys that right now. It's just amazing. And I went with 3 sprays of Club de Nuit Intense Man. So didn't go too heavy on the trigger, but I'm telling you guys, like 10 hours in, I was getting whiffs of this around me, and it was pretty strong, guys. So I'm definitely glad to have this in my collection. I pretty much only got it. If you guys watch the unboxing coming up, I pretty much just bought this just to wear on more of like a regular basis, like maybe going to the gym or going to work. Then point out Creed's Aventus. I'll probably just keep that since I do got a really good batch of it, the 19S31. Probably keep that for like special occasions, like going out, going to weddings and things of that nature. But this is definitely a must-have in my collection, at least. Let me know down below what do you feel about this as far as the performance, the smell, and things like that. This is a November 2019 batch, just to let you guys know. But that's what I wore on Friday, was Club de Nuit Intense Man. Let's go on over to the last day, Saturday now. All right, guys. So on Saturday, I was also just relaxing at home all day, and I pulled out a fragrance that is new to me as well. I did this upload a unboxing and first impression of this too. So I was kind of just testing out the first day. And this fragrance, guys, is just so relaxing to me. And that is actually Yves Saint Laurent La Nuit de l'Homme. Guys, oh, every time I smell this, it's just so beautiful, guys. That cardamom note in here. It has vetiver, bergamot. Oh, it's so good, guys. Now, this deserves all the hype that it gets, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people hype this up in the community, and I can see why, guys. This is just fantastic fragrance, all in all together. I believe this was released in 2019. A lot of people think that it's kind of dating now, like the smell, but to me, it just smells so unique. Just so kind of rich smelling with the cardamom, and you just cannot go wrong with La Nuit de l'Homme. But I went with 3 sprays. I did not get any compliments on it since I was just at home all day. We didn't really do much. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to pull this out since it was new, give it a full test. And surprisingly, this is the 2018 batch, I believe December 2018. This stuff right here performed good as well on me. So I'm not sure. I know a lot of people said that the reformulations suck, but a lot of people say that the reformulations are pretty good on La Nuit de l'Homme. So I guess for me, this reformulation is good. It's definitely performing really well on me. But yeah, I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Especially, it's usually dubbed the date night king of fragrances. So this will work well when you're going on dates and things like that. But that's what I pulled out on Saturday, is La Nuit de l'Homme. So yeah, guys, that's all the fragrances I wore throughout the week. Hope you guys did enjoy it. And let me know down below what kind of fragrances you guys wore throughout the week. I'm very curious to know that. And yeah, if you want to see any kind of reviews or anything about any of these fragrances in particular, let me know down below and I'll definitely do those. But that's going to wrap this weekly fragrance rotation up, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Please leave a like if you liked it. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.